Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Right on the money.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Power football with the run. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down, 10 yards to go. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark, and you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're working that left side.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got a chance. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Looking for a big play. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Stanford. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays. Or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Give to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more.
Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Got room to work.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to do.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
To the ground with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Brown will throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two. 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running to the left. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's taking the shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
That's reeled in. It's Payne. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's Fields. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They boot it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The hand to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Finds space on the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. That's caught. It's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Using his feet. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They want to run it left here. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That's caught. It's Flanagan. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it first and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Doyle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. to the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Brown will throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Off play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a good...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Payne. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's got it. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much